Tell me something slick and make it stick, baby. You already know I got the interview that's about to break the internet. None other than my player partner who hails from Memphis, Tennessee. You see me and this man do some amazing things on TV, and it's some things you didn't see. It's a lot that you don't know. So I tell you what, stay tuned. Get your drink wherever you at in the world. Get your drink. If you like me, get your cigar. But you ain't gonna want to miss a thing that me and this brother got to say. Sit tight. I got none other than my man Gatsby Randolph in the building. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, to Mac-Tastic TV over here, Cigar Chaps and Mac. Man, I am super excited, brother. First of all, fam, how you been and where the hell you at and what you been doing since we last saw you, man? I mean, every time I see you, you somewhere talking about Mac, you're missing out. Mac, you're missing out.
Man. Well, look, it's like this, man. I told you, when we were on set shooting the show, I was headed to the south of France. I was trying to shoot my episodes in the south of France because I already had the yacht waiting in the south of France. And I guess, people say anything for views on TikTok these days, but I was dead serious. So, when I left the show in my last interview, they said anything that you want to say, as you leave the show. And I was like, if you could hurry up and get me to the Atlanta airport, I might could catch this red eye that gets me to Saint-Tropez about 12 o'clock tomorrow because the yacht takes off at 1. And I was dead serious. So that's what I've been since. I've had, in Hollywood, what's been going on with the strike and the actors not having projects. I already had my next project sort of lined up, and a lot of it had to do with the performing arts space in the in-person experience with Gatsby Randolph. So I've been in Europe. I've launched this concept I was working on pre-COVID called the Hollywood Social Club, and it's a pop-up in-person event experience. So it's like you can watch Gatsby on TV, but with the Hollywood Social Club, you can come actually live life with Gatsby at these experiences. And the experiences are planned out on a calendar and sort of dotted all over the world at these specific destinations that go with this circuit that already goes on. And, I thought I was really case studying this project out in America, in New York and LA, but I really thought that it would be best to launch it in Europe because, that's where everyone's at. Like, I feel like whether it's Ibiza, Capri, Saint-Tropez, that has taken place of what Miami, Manhattan, and LA exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like if you tell a chick these days, like, yo, baby, I think you hot. Let's go to Miami for the weekend. She was doing that in the 90s. She was going to Vegas in the 90s. She was going to Miami in the early 2000s, riding around on mopeds. So I just think that Capri and Ibiza in the south of France has become those new destinations. And I wanted to just come over here and plant my flag. And I have an amazing partner who I partner with over here. We're doing the Hollywood Social Club. And that's what I've been doing. I've been building out this business.
Nice. Well, man, I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, man. As far as for me, man, I've still been doing the flag with the Ghetto Diamond. The book's been doing well. Always could be doing better, man. It's never enough, man.
It's an amazing story. So I know everybody's is like reading it and being inspired more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But you know what, man? I know when you reached out to me, we always have had candid, real conversations. You said, Mac, I got something to say. It's important, and I want to say it in a space where it's honest, real, and it stands for validity. So kind of, man, you know what? I kind of want to get into the story, man, of what really precipitated this. He said, Mac, I got to get this off my chest, man.
Yeah. Well, Mac, I'm a very regardless of what people see on TV about my personality, I don't do anything that's like an emotional knee-jerk reaction. You spend some time around me, and what they don't show you on TV is I'm like a monk, man. Like I sit, I got like 3 computers in front of me. I'm planning out the next 10 years, and I just sort of sit back and wait, and I just adjust. I just adjust to people's behavior based on sort of foundations that I've already planted. So a lot of the situations in entertainment that I go into, it's not fly by night by no means. And which brings me to even, this TV show, Queens Court, we were on. It wasn't fly by night. It was, for me going into it, it was always something that I wasn't surprised to get the phone call and that 6 to 8 months of pre-prepping before we start shooting the show. It was very intentional with all parties involved when it came to my character, at least. Gotcha. Like Gatsby Randolph being on the show was a very intentional thing. Right. And we'll get into the reasons of why they wanted me to come onto the show. Now, the reason why now I'm opening up my mouth and just saying something is because the subject matter of my character on TV has crescendoed as the last card being dealt in the deck to say, okay, here's all the evidence of the facts that goes much beyond the show, that goes into the whole Gatsby Randolph IP as it relates to Hollywood in the last 10 years of this project that I've been working on. And it's now crescendoing with the results of this TV show. And that's why we're starting here at the TV show. And, I had my speculations of, that don't seem right. That seems a little fishy. Why would this happen? And then I just had to sit back and wait and see how these things naturally developed. And then and I guess as we can start and reverse engineer back, the straw that broke the camel's back with me holding my silence is I'm in Dubai let me clear that up. I'm in Dubai. So I spent the summer planning my business partner to build our business out on this side of the world. Okay. Spent 4 months in Europe, but we're launching in Dubai. The first thing we're launching under our umbrella in Dubai is a special edition of my movie, Who is Gatsby Randolph, the Golden Edition. Strictly coming in Dubai. Okay. The Golden Edition exclusively coming out in Dubai. Okay. Because I started talking about the film coming out, a journalist reached out to me. Now, mind you, people don't know what I've been doing. Like, you just see me on a yacht here and there. You don't know what I'm doing. So when I officially said, yo, guys, 6 months later, after you see me on TV, this is what I'm doing. Journalist said, yo, let's talk about it because, we did a story on you when Queens Court came out, when the show came out. And that story we did on you got us more hits than anything we've done all year. Wow. And then I said, okay, well, let's talk about the relevancy of that. Like, what does that mean? There was like the advertising check that we got when we put the story out on Gatsby Randolph was our biggest revenue stream of stories that we've done. Okay. Now, I'm not a TikTok guy. Instagram, I'm old school like that. I'm an Instagram guy. So the journalist said, matter of fact, are you ever on Instagram? You should look yourself up on Instagram and you can see how many memes and how many things are out there on you on Instagram. So I go down a rabbit hole. This is very easy to do too. I Google myself and I see, man, on TikTok, if you type in Gatsby, Queens Court, on TikTok, 659 million people have Googled me on TikTok, has searched me on TikTok since the show aired.
Are you serious?
600, and like boom, see, that's why I always like to say.
And you gotta show some receipts when you talk like that, though. That's why people gonna want receipts, bro.
Pinstripes. Listen. Hold on. I wore pinstripes for a reason. I'm an accountant today. I'm an accountant today. I'm in investment banking today. That's why I got on pinstripes. Okay, I got all the receipts you need to see for everything I'm going to say today. Okay, I got everything you need to see. So let's do this. Let's discover this together. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's discover it together. All right. This is Google. Right? Can I see my screen? Hold on. Let me
slide it over a little bit more, bro, so we can. The light. Nah, the light is right there. It's glaring.
You see,
I see that. I can see that.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna bring down my display a little bit. Let me bring down the display. All right, let me just bring down the display. All right, cool. All right. So you go to Google, pull the phone, go to Google. All right. Queens Court, Gatsby, TikTok. Okay. Okay. In 2 seconds, it's loading.
Take your time, brother.
No, it's all good. It's loading. This the internet. It ain't going nowhere. All right. Here we go. Let's just deal with the numbers of this.
All right.
All right. So, oh my gosh, where is it? Okay.
Right there. Okay.
Is it clear to see what I've Googled?
Yeah, you can see the. Let me see here. They bring it right. Okay, right there. The Queens Court Gatsby. Yeah, I see that. Perfect. Stay right there. Yes, sir.
You see it, right?
Yeah,
now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scroll up. You can see my hand won't change. Oh my god. You know what? I brought back up. This is what I'm gonna do. My bad, man. I brought another computer just for better accounting. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it here. Maybe easier than the phone. All right. All right, cool. Here we go. Computer.
All right.
All right. Now you see right here what I've Googled. Is that clear?
It's still, I think it's still, yeah, you can see who is, let me see here. All right.
I want to make sure I get it clear, bro. I'll send you all screenshots.
Yeah, go on your phone, bro. That's better on your phone.
Okay.
Slide over. Yeah, slide over right there. All right. Yeah, stay right there. Bring it in a little bit closer so the people can see. All right, perfect. The Queens Court Gatsby. Perfect. That's the perfect spot to do everything right there, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm going to scroll up. And by the way, anybody can check this on their own. I just want to give you out a thing to show. All right. Right under the articles, you see right here, my picture. Clearly, that's me.
Yeah.
Because I want you to make sure there ain't no two different Queens Court Gatsbys. I want to make sure that Gatsby Randolph and this person is the same person for anybody who's just silly out there. Okay. Now, this next thing that you see.
All right. Stay right. Yeah. Okay. Queens Court Gatsby on TikTok. We got it.
Okay. Do you see the number of how many times something in the fine print?
Let me see, bro. Hold on. 653 million point one 653.1 million. Excuse me. I see it.
It's all I'm trying to say. So when you talk about, like I said, this is a business conversation. It's an entertainment business conversation. When you talk about bankable talent, now a lot of talent doesn't know this, who just maybe, got on a reality show as a contestant or as an actor, but they never had real conversations with banks and agencies about, are we going to finance a film? How bankable is this talent? How do we quantify the value of this actual talent?
Right.
That's what these numbers represent. Okay. very clear right here.
Yeah, I see it again. Hey, bro, put it right back up there again. One more time for the people. 653 million. 0.1. Yeah, wow. 53.1 million. Excuse me.
That's people who saw the TV show, then went to TikTok, okay, and said, Google the Queens Court Gatsby. Now, the reason why they are Googling specifically the Queens Court Gatsby,
okay,
is because they don't know my last name. The reason why no one is Googling Gatsby Randolph is because they don't know my last name. The only reason why they don't know my last name is because that was the producers, the network, and everyone involved with keeping the show under control and the monetization of the impressions under control. We cannot let America know Gatsby's last name, because the same time that I'm on this show, in my other career, I have a movie coming out. The name of that.
What's the name of the movie, bro?
Okay. So under the same Google, but you guys can do this at home. All you have to do is Google, who is Gatsby Randolph? And it pops right up. It's very public.
Slide over a little bit more. Bring it back where you had it. Right in there. Okay, so I see it. All right. Who is Gatsby Randolph? It got pretty good ratings too.
Boom. Now, this movie, the only place you're watching this movie in America is on Amazon Prime. Okay. So if you go to my Instagram link, and this is how this process would go, is you're watching a TV show at home. You say, oh man, this Gatsby guy is sort of interesting, sort of funny. Once you realize I'm sort of interesting, sort of funny, you go to Instagram or you go to TikTok. Like 653 million people did.
Wow.
Okay. Now, when you go to TikTok and you go to, like I said, this is a real short one today. Like the meat of what we're talking about is very short. Okay. So if you're a percentage of that 653 million people and you go to TikTok, right? And you see my page, or you go to Instagram, you see my page. I'm popping up right here. Gatsby Randolph. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in my link, this is the Amazon link in my bio. It takes you right to the movie. It takes you right to the movie. Now, here's the thing about the movie. Now, obviously, I'm in Dubai right now, so you can see, no cap, you can't even see the movie right here because the movie's not out until I put it out next Friday in Dubai. Okay?
Right, I see it.
But it's a two-action process. I'm watching television. This guy, Gatsby Randolph, is intriguing. I go to his Instagram. I want to see more. I hit a link. I can watch a movie about his whole life.
Right.
And what I'm saying is, the producers who put me on the show knew this. They knew the production value that I was going to bring to the show from the jump. What they didn't know is that I had a deal with Amazon. They knew I had a movie coming out. They didn't know that I was going to do a deal with Amazon. And they didn't know that the same time that the movie was coming out, the TV show was going to come out, and the TV show was going to be the biggest commercial for this movie that I own 100% of, that's critically acclaimed. And so that couldn't let happen.
So, bro, you're telling, let me just write, make sure I'm ascertaining what you're saying. You're saying that prior to you doing the show we did together, Queens Court,
yeah,
the casting, production, and everyone else knew that you had a movie coming out. They didn't know which platform, they didn't know when and where. They knew it was coming. So they already knew you were already a draw or already a buzz before you even arrived on set.
Before we even arrived, bro. There's two people from LA. Let's just talk about just the common sense of it all. Where is the capital of entertainment in America? In the world, it's Hollywood.
Correct.
The capital is Hollywood. Correct. There's only two people on the show from Hollywood. One is in tech, which is Nate, and it's me, which me and Nate already knew each other from LA, which they knew too, but that's beyond the point.
Right.
Okay. when you went through the same interview process.
Yep.
I never tricked them and said, oh man, I'm a substitute teacher, but I'm really making a movie over here. I never did that. It gets so cold where the people who created the show, Will Packer created the show or executive produced the show. Will Packer had been following what I've been doing for years. The movie took 10 years to make. So 6 years ago, Will Packer had a company called Raindrop. Okay. Will Packer had a company called Raindrop. He had a partner. His name was Rod Hardy. Rod Hardy met with me in New York about doing my movie 6-7 years ago. First point of entry. Fast forward 40 years later, till today, Will Packer's vice president, her name is Shayla. Shayla has been watching me for years. Shayla's been a fan of Gatsby or admirer of Gatsby's work for years. Okay?
Gotcha.
Shayla, when the movie in 2018, the first time anyone ever saw this movie was at the Chinese theater. The owner of the Chinese theater said, the biggest theater in the world, hey, can we watch your movie? Who is Gatsby Randolph? Some emails went out to some executives. I started getting the RCPs from Will Packer Productions. Hello, my name is Shayla. I would love to come see who is Gatsby Randolph. This is 2018. So when I get the phone call about Queens Court, it's understood what it is. It's understood. And the casting says, hey, now you have a movie coming out, right? Don't you have a movie coming out? I do. It's about dating celebrity women. Have you dated celebrity women? I've been on other shows dating celebrity women. What do you mean? Like, why would I need to go on a show in hopes to get a famous woman? Every woman I know is famous. I don't know no regular women. What are you talking about? Every chick I know. Am I not Mr. Kate Beckinsale, Mr. Heidi Klum, Mr. Holly Berry, Mr. this one, Mr. that? Miss Reese was. I'm Mr. All the A-listers is me. What did you talk about? I'm Mr. Winnie Harlow. So that's that. What's the draw for me? Everyone knew, okay, and mind you, bro, the movie was just up in the race for an Academy Award and a British Academy Award months prior. It's all Googleable.
Now, people are going to say, Gatsby, do you got proof of that?
Okay.
Can you get the people a receipt for that one as well?
Okay. Let's do it like this. All right, let's go to Google. All right. Just type in the name of the movie. Who is Gatsby Randolph? Oscars. All right. I'm about to show you some stuff, and I'm going to show it to you on multiple sites.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to think that I've manipulated the internet. This is the first thing that pops up.
Documentary and best film. So up for 2021 Oscar consideration, the best documentary and best film categories. Who is Gatsby Randolph? It's a funny, poignant, wide ride through the red carpets and hills of Hollywood with unfettered access to all the glitz and glamour the city is built on.
Okay, that's just the first thing that pops up on Google. But let's go to news. All right, the Hollywood Reporter, and Deadline.
Yeah,
that's the Bible in the encyclopedia of Hollywood news. Okay, wow. So the Hollywood Reporter.
Stay right there. Yep, I say right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the world, no matter how many movies are made in the world this year, 366 movies were selected to qualify for Best Picture. First, you got to qualify before you're in the race to win an Oscar. You got to qualify. Okay, let's talk about that. So let's just scroll down the list. It's in alphabetical order, so it takes very quick to get there.
Right.
All right, boom. Same.
Slide over a little bit, bro. Right there. Let's see. I see you right there. Who is Gatsby Randolph? You're right. You're right under the White Tiger and above Wild Days. Got it.
Okay. This is in 2021 that I'm already in the race for Academy Award. Again, it's impossible to know I didn't have a movie out. On Sunset, let's go back to another receipt real quick. Just in case someone missed in the headlines that the movie was making waves of this thing could actually win an Oscar in 2021. Mind you, the movie wasn't even out yet in 2021 because of COVID. Theaters were shut down. So if your movie was scheduled to come out, you could still be up for an Oscar or a Golden Globe without the movie even being out.
Correct.
So let's go to this right here. December 2021. Boom. And audience, man, bear with me because I just want y'all to have the receipts. This is, bear with me because I just want y'all to have the receipts. I don't want this to be no speculation, no imagination. I just want to talk the facts.
This is all impromptu. I'm asking for these impromptu receipts for validity, y'all. So just bear with us.
All right. This is on Sunset. This is
Okay.
on Sunset. There's a huge billboard on Sunset about this movie. Okay, so it's impossible. What I'm trying to say, whether you're Google searching it, whether you're on my Instagram, it's impossible to not know that the movie's coming out, including Shayla, who works with Will Packer, including Will Packer going into casting me for the show.
Okay.
That's the only point I wanted to make.
So them knowing that now, Gatsby, they're understanding what you bring to the table. So let's get to the nuts. Let's get to the nuts and bolts of this thing. We get on the show, you do the show. And what you're saying now is bringing some light to me because when I was casted for the show, everybody knew I'm an author. It was no secret, right? Everybody knew that. I'm an author. Ghetto Diamond. When they interviewed and casted me, I was in my home in the Dominican Republic, and they knew I was an author.
100%.
Mark Anthony Claiborne. No secret about that. Matter of fact, they casted me because I was an author and a poet. Same thing. So what I did wonder why was when the show did come out, they had me listed as tech. Now that wasn't what we agreed upon. When the show came out for me, and I'm speaking for me, it was Mac and tech, and everybody knew damn well I'm an author. And every scene that said I was an author, or whether it was the girls on set, everybody writer, author, that was somehow eradicated and cut out. So what you're saying is kind of bringing light to me because when people Googled Mac, because they had a hard time finding me, they had a real hard time finding me. And they were like, oh, you're an author, Mac. I didn't know. I wish I would have known that, Mac. So Gatsby, can you give me, because I haven't did the research, but now I'm going to, let's quantify dollars and cents, bro. What this
100%. Mac, all you got to do, again, is go to Google Mac from Queens Court TikTok. It pulls up all the analytics right there of how many people who have actually searched for Mac based on the impressions and the impression that you put on America on the show.
Wow. Let's see. Queens Court TikTok. I'm trying to find it in TikTok, brother. Trying to find mine. He said Mac from Queens Court, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it right here with you as well.
Let's see. Trying to see if I'm on too. Let's see. Discover. I pop up on TikTok, but I don't know. I don't know how to. You found it?
I'm about to find it for you.
I'm just curious to get the analytics.
Okay. So check this out.
Okay.
So, yeah. So basically what happens is, like I just found this one. Whatever they're Googling the most of, so let's say Mac and Nivea.
Okay.
Boom. That's the numbers going to pop up. Mac and JR. So even just in this Mac and Nivea, right? This one right here, this is just one that popped up, Mac and Nivea. You can see
20.5 million people?
Yes. So I always do just 10%. If you just penetrate 2.5 million of those people, if you just get 1%, if you get 1% to convert into actually buying a product, just 1%, you can get that off of selling off just IG, 1%. That's 250,000 people times whatever the book is. And that's money that was lost on the show. Again, how do you have a dating show? If this was a show about us being farmers and we trying to promote race cars, I get it. But this is a show about dating successful women. How do you not talk about what any other guys do for a living? Just mention it. Just mention what they do for a living, or just mention their last name. It could be, one dude was on the show. It was an allegation that he had a whole rape situation. They cut him out the scene because he had a date rape situation. So, but that would have been avoided if you just say, hey, these people's last names. But why? Again, that wasn't the intent going into it. You got 9 months until this show airs. As real life things starts to affect the edit, meaning, man, Gatsby got a whole movie coming out with every celebrity in it, with everyone in Hollywood talking about it. That's up for all these different awards. Oh, what can we do? Don't say what he does for a living. Don't say Mac is an author. Don't say his last name. Bro, and the list goes on. Like I said, I got a whole interview worth of receipts of over and over and over again things that they did to just make sure that you could exploit me, but I don't receive any of the benefits of being exploited. What the fuck I look like?
Bro, I just did some quick math. That's it. That even at 1%, that's still $6 million, bro.
Exactly.
That's still
came out on Shade Room today, like what Black Ink Crew, right? The dude from Black Ink Crew, the main dude, was like, he had his attorney looking to how much the advertising is on these reality shows. How much are you going to make off of our segment? It was like for like the last season of Black Ink Crew, like $1.2 billion. Now, most times in reality shows, season 1, season 2, people don't have products in place because they're not prepared for success. But like I said, I went into this. Everyone knows if you talk to anyone on set with us, or even when I was talking to the casting people, I said, man, you sure you want me to do this show? Yeah, come do this show. Just come be Gatsby on the show. Just come turn the show up. Come be Gatsby on the show. I said from the beginning, I'm not here for love. I'm here for the vibe. Y'all here for love. I'm here for the vibes. Over and over again, I told them at a certain point because it wasn't making sense. I was like, look, let's keep it real. Like, I'm not running away to Hollywood with Tamar. I'm not finna go be with Evelyn. I'm not finna go be with, like, none of these. It's just, we can all be friends, but I'm not here for that.
Right.
I'm dating America. You put me on the show to see this type of example of a black man on the show, but when you found out you couldn't exploit me the way that you wanted to, it was a problem. So, that's what the meat of the conversation is. And it's one of them situations where as long as like we can control you, it's all good. But once you step out of our little box of control and you start having a real financial conversation about the money, now all of a sudden it's an issue. And that's bottom line of what it is.
So, bro, these I want people to understand, we're not talking about, this ain't this ain't got nothing to do with the cast. This ain't a Queens Court cast conversation. We're talking about hegemonic forces that are much bigger than that knew, that purposely said, hey, I'm not going to let Mac monetize off his own name, image, and likeness. I'm not going to let Gatsby monetize off his own name, image, and likeness in any way, even though these different attributes and qualities I wanted them on my show, but I don't want them to profit, and they bolster their image and move on and do great from this.
Yeah, and we want to profit, but we want to profit off them. Exactly.
Forever.
Exactly. In the contract, it says, this is the crazy thing. You didn't sign a contract with Gatsby from Queens Court. You signed a contract with Gatsby Randolph.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? You signed a contract with Mr. Claiborne. So in the agreement, the exchange for being on the show was the exposure in the first place.
Absolutely.
They tell you that. They tell you that.
Thank you.
So it's not a situation of, oh, you got on the show for the wrong reason. You got on the show for clout. You got on the show for that. No, you told me to come on this show for that. What are we talking about?
You said it would bolster my brand. It would be good brand awareness. That was the part of the selling point.
Exactly.
So let's talk about that, bro. Let's go with a little bit behind the scenes. What were some of the things that you felt while we were shooting that just like you felt because we had a lot of great conversations. We had a lot of great plans, you and I, that never saw the day of light. Let's talk a little bit about that, bro. What do you feel was when you saw it? What was throttled? What was taken out? And what were some of the things that frustrated you the most about that entire experience, bro?
Man, the one thing I always said was like, I knew after shooting episode 1, I was gonna make everybody at NBC rich. I know, the bonus checks, the Christmas bonus checks at Peacock and NBC, everybody gonna be walking around West Hollywood in minks and chinchillas. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like 1,000 Frank Lucases walking around the office. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I made everybody rich. I know I contributed to making everybody richer. As so did you, so did Ty, so did so many other people. So the thing was, I'm looking at the show, and you was there episode 1. I'm just letting them see how much they're gonna let me do. And they like, run with this. Run, Gatsby, run it. Run it up, Gatsby, run it up, Gatsby, run it up. Now, when the edit comes back, I see 20% of what really happened.
If that, bro.
If 20% of what really happened, but even that 20% is still hitting that algorithm of boom, 659, 20.5 million. Because mind you, they know the analytics. They know, hey, just broadcasting in this many households on this type of network or this type of promotion is going to hit certain numbers. Okay. Right. So when we're going through the show and some of the things that we're talking about, I get it. Everybody's running in a finesse. Everyone's trying to finesse the check. Tamar winking at me like, yo, run with this, run with this, run with this. JR having his back and forth banner with me.
Right.
Keep it real. Me and Tamar had no issues, and me and Evelyn probably hit it off the most. It was just better for numbers for me and Tamar to keep our thing going.
Correct. Better storyline.
Yeah. Just for the storyline. So at a certain point, you start editing the show in your head. You sort of just know how it's gonna. You can go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. So I knew based on what I shot and what was captured. Oh man, bro, I'm Eddie Murphy at the box office. I know I'm doing Eddie Murphy numbers out the box office. So when I see it come back and I see, yo, how do we control? How do we confine? How do we not make this thing as vibrant? We want to still hit our numbers if I'm the network, but how do we control Gatsby? And what the telltale signs were when the show was over and the promotion started to happen, they would have secret emails and secret meetings about what am I doing in Hollywood. Because they started to...
Hold on. Pause right there, bro. You mean to tell me, bro, they would have secret dialogue about what you personally are doing in Hollywood?
What am I doing in Hollywood? What is Gatsby doing in Hollywood? I got emails. Gatsby, can you have your PR team meet with us probably about what you're going to do? Now, if you're naive, you think, yo, oh, yeah, I'm really trying to promote the show. No. The show's going to hit its numbers. We got to control Gatsby Randolph before the show gets off the air. See, everybody thought I was going to go Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought I was going to go Ye because of the anti-Semitic stuff he had just got out of. But I'm like, man, I'm promoting the show. Let me just give you a receipt, bro. 1 minute. Let me just give you a receipt. All right, so look, all we got to do is go to, all my stuff is right there on, you go to my Instagram. This is the week the show is coming out.
Okay.
I'm in Hollywood.
Okay.
Boom. All right. This is at the Image Awards. The week the show is coming out. Let me get to the part 1 minute. Okay. Actually, you know what? This is like one of them things where it's like the music's playing. I want to actually let you hear the conversation. Let me get the actual video so you hear the conversation.
Good deal. Let's get the people to a conversation, bro. That'd be better.
Yeah. I don't want any speculation. All
no.
Right. All right.
I'm still doing that math in my head, man. That's crazy, bro. The analytics. Yeah. It's 20.5.
Okay, so I'm on the red carpet of the Image Awards.
Okay.
This is the show's coming. This is the only award show that's going on the week that the show comes out. Only award show. So I go and do the press, right? My own PR set it up and everything. This is one of the interviews.
Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.